So if you watch my previous videos about this DD15 engine 2013, you know that this engine was damaged due to failure of a driver. A driver mismatched the shifting, causing the RPM go too high, and as a consequence the engine suffered a big consequence. In this case, you can clearly see that the engine is completely apart right now, and the reason why I decided to do this video like this is because I want to find the cause of the problems and I want to share it to you. The engine is already apart, but there is something very unusual on this engine. As I was going, I was taking the engine apart, I realized that the oil pan was all broken, as I mentioned in my other videos. And once I removed the oil pan, I noticed that it has more damage than what I was expecting to have. It has some damage on this area over here. You remember I showed you this. That was the damage, initial damage that I noticed. But it has some damage on the other side over here. Then it will be a little hard to see it on this side. And we have more damage over here. Let me see, what is the other damage? It's right here. See, there's more damage over here. And we have more damage over here. See, here and here. Here as well. So what happened to this engine? Because we have a lot of damage on the oil pan. And there is something surprising. What I'm saying is that there is no physical damage underneath. The bottom area of the engine doesn't have any physical damage. There is this connecting rod, then is not there because I removed it to inspect the bearing. But the bearing doesn't have a damage. The crankshaft doesn't have a damage. And there is no missing components or broken components inside the engine. So what happened to this engine? The engine RPM went a little too high when the driver missed the shifting and applied the ground gear to stop the vehicle going downhill. So that clearly is a sign of a big damage, but there is no physical damage. You can clearly see, then you cannot see nothing wrong with this truck, with this engine underneath, except for something that I found. This is a metal piece. It is not even metal. This is metal. All the engine blocks, metal, steel, metal. The liners and the pistons are made of metal. The connecting rods are made of metal. But this is not metal. I have a magnet here, and as you can see, this one doesn't stick to the magnet, and the block sticks to the magnet. So that means that this is aluminum or something similar to that. The only components, the only aluminum components then you can think about on DD15 engine is the cam housing. The first thing when I come to your mind is the cam housing, because the cam housing is made of aluminum. So the cam housing is right there. I have the cam housing right here, and this cam housing is made of aluminum. See, this one doesn't stick, but the cam housing doesn't have any physical damage. There is no physical damage at all, nowhere. There is no physical damage, nowhere. And this part is a round part. It feels like it goes in an area like this, see? But it doesn't, you can clearly see there is no damage on top. So from where this piece came from? It's the only piece that was inside the oil pan once I remove everything. And in here we have more pieces of the same metal. See, there is another one, and there is more underneath, all sharing pieces, and we have some more, like, see, all this, like all destroyed. The engine doesn't have a physical damage. This is so weird. This is so weird because the engine doesn't have physical damage. So that means that the engine could be okay. I won't say that it's okay, completely okay, because we have some metal that went to the oil pump and everything, and probably the bearings are going to suffer some damage. So either way is better to do the engine. But as it looks, the crankshaft is okay. The crankshaft doesn't have a damage. So when I removed when I did a video the first time, I talked about that the engine was completely frozen. That the engine doesn't rotate at all. And still, after I remove everything, the engine rotates now, but the engine doesn't rotate easy. You have to actually put some pressure on it. Still, I think that there is a problem, but I don't think that there is a problem on the crankshaft anymore. I think the problem could be somewhere else. And this is the sign of it. The only components of metal, of aluminum on the engine then are not the can housing and the components of the can housing. The only component left is going to be the fuel pump. The fuel pump is made of a different material, and to prove it to you, see, this is no metal, and the plungers over here, these are metal. See, that is normal, that is metal, but the fuel pump itself, it is not metal. See, the magnet doesn't stick at all. So this part over here could be part of the fuel pump, then the just got destroyed when the engine got a high RPM. Probably that is the reason the fuel pump, the components inside the fuel pump got destroyed, and the little shaft probably is all broken, and that is the reason why the engine is hard to rotate. But that is something that only when I remove the fuel pump I'm going to know. So that is going to be my next step. Remove the fuel pump to inspect that specific problem. If the fuel pump is damaged, I have to check all the components underneath, like main bearings and everything, and there is no damage there. That means that this engine has just a normal problem. Just a major overhaul will fix the problem. We don't have to remove the engine from the vehicle to replace the crankshaft. We just can do a major overhaul, replace cylinder liners, replace pistons, replace connecting rods, replace all that, because we have a lot of metal that went in there, so we have to do that no matter what. But we don't have to replace the crankshaft anymore based on what I found. So up to right now, this is all I have to share to you guys about these specific problems with this engine that has a very unique problem. I don't know if you guys already have experience with this type of problems like this. Then the engine suffer a major RPM with the ground gear, but the engine don't have a problem at all, but still the engine doesn't rotate easy. So that is something that is pretty rare, right? But anyway, I will continue taking everything apart and see if I can be sure that the fuel pump is the reason why we have this major problem. And sadly, the engine is all apart, but still is good because we have a lot of metal all over the place, so it's good to replace all the components still, because we don't know how damaged these components are going to be. We can just replace the fuel pump if that is the case, but later we can have another damage and it's going to be more expensive. So we're going to do an overhaul, but before do that, we have to make sure that is the cause. But up to right now, this is just the update on that specific problem. And later I'm going to continue on this other truck over here. This other truck is the one that has the mechanic failure. The engine doesn't rotate because after they repair the engine the engine just went bad. So just stay tuned on that video. I want to show you what's wrong. I want to see what's wrong, because many people complain about why engines, DD15 engines, go bad after you repair them. So I want to see what went wrong on that engine to at least help you to don't do that mistake if you are going to do that engine. But anyway, up to right now on this engine, we're gonna leave it right now like this, and when I continue later after I discover the problem of this DD15, so that way you know what is the real reason why this DD15 went bad after having the ground gear on it, after having the RPM go too high, way too high. So it doesn't look like too bad I was expecting, but it is pretty weird because the way then the engine is damaged is unusual. But you know, there is always a first time for everything. So learning is something that you do every day on these vehicles. I am learning, you are learning, everybody's learning. So up to right now, this is all. So if you have questions about this problem, just go to the comment section below, and you can ask me anything. Oh, by the way, if you wonder how many miles this engine had, he had like 700,000 miles, something like that. Yeah, you can ask anything there. You can share your opinions and everything. You have any questions, you have opinions, answers, experiences similar to these ones, something like that, you can share everything there. It's very important that you express your opinions on this comment section, so we can make these videos more informative. If you want to ask me something directly, go to Instagram, look for me, franciscoamaya YouTube. That way you can ask me something directly. You can just be patient, but I want to get to you with your answer that you're looking for. If you want to send support to our channel, check the video description below. I have details how to send support to the channel, so I can create videos like this for you. And as always, be sure to subscribe to the channel, share it with everybody that wants to know about these vehicles, and thank you for watching.